Hello, everyone. In one's life journey, the person encounters plenty of challenges and adversities. In this video, I'm going to talk about an individual who has gone through plenty of adversities, plenty of challenges, repeated failures, and how it led him to a depressed state, frustrated state, and how we helped him to overcome that. Hi, everyone. My name is Prakash Subramanian. I'm an author and a spiritual coach. Here is a person who is born in a middle class family, who was very good at studies. He excelled in every subject, in every aspects of his life. His career graph was growing like this. He was very good at his academics. He passed out in flying colors, got a very good job. But after getting the job, he started performing very well. He dedicated his entire time. He put in all his heart and soul into the work, started performing very well. Year after year, he won the Best Employee Award repeatedly for a couple of years. Everything was going very great. So his family felt it is time for him to get married. And he also decided, yes, it is time for me to make the plunge. He got married. After that, the family got expanded. He also had a couple of children. Things were flabbergasting well in his life. He was at the peak. In fact, so much so that if there is any crisis, people come up to him. His life was the career graph, as I said, was growing up, 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 and so on. Everything was going well, and all of a sudden, the person's performance started dipping for no reason. Like him, there are many who would have gone through the upward spiral, and somehow they felt they lost their purpose or they lost their focus on their goal and so on. So this person, from a point of being the most sought out after person in his office, became kind of dumb. All of a sudden, his performance dipped, and over a period of time, the performance dropped so miserably that the person fell from grace. So eventually, he lost his job. It costed him his job. So what happened after the he lost his job? The John normal tendency. He was going through plenty of challenging situations, plenty of adversities. His own family, they started, they did their best to motivate him, keep him, in high spirits. But eventually, the person started applying for new jobs. One interview after other, he started failing. So much so that he comes to the last minute, and at the last minute, either the job is withheld, the opening is withheld for various reasons, or the person is not selected for some or the other reasons. So the person kept on trying, 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 trying. Everywhere he gets shortlisted, goes up to the last round. There he experiences failure. So what happened over a period of time? Repeated failure had an impact on his psyche. See, many people like him are going through this particular problem. When a person's morale is down, when the person's repeated failure is facing repeated failures, what happens is it affects the confidence of the person, and the person takes it personally. See, in our culture, the person is programmed for success. If the person fails, nobody teaches him how to handle that particular failure. You need the person or any individual needs to handle it with a stout heart. Okay, repeated failures led to frustration, and then the whole lot of negative spiral takes over. It leads to disappointments, leads to anger, it leads to frustration. Finally, it leads to a depressed thought and depressed feeling. Plus, the environment puts the person through plenty of shame and shameful situations. So the person, what happened, attends an interview, okay, he fails. Then motivates himself, again attends an interview, there again he fails. Repeated failure, failure over failure over failure. So it had an impact. He started taking it on in his wife as well as on his children. People who are supposed to be very supportive, who are supposed to stand by him, he started rejecting them, and it led to a very regretful situation. See, this is where you have to ensure that you're able to create a memorable experience. Instead, the individual started creating a miserable experience within his own family. People who came too close, or who came too close to him, they were pushed away from him, at least at a psychological level. So people stopped giving him any suggestions or advice. Over a period of time, the individual started isolating himself because he couldn't bear that humiliation, embarrassment, frustrations, very importantly, the shame, which was binding him by and large. So, what that shame did, it started ruling him, ruining him. Okay? Then, any interview attends, he knows, he gets into a prefix mindset. Okay, I'm attending this particular interview, I'm not going to succeed. Still, he goes and attends the interview. What happens when you start seeing things as a failure? Everything appears to you as failure, 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 failure. You are surrounded by all the failure moments. That is the time he, as well as his family, felt they need help. See, this gentleman who came to me, he was good enough to accept that okay, he needed help. There are many like you who are going through a similar situation, who needs help but are afraid of asking for it. Okay, but are afraid of asking for it. So when the person came, see, remember this, I know nothing about you, the individual, but I know something about the role the individual is playing. I know you may not know anything about me, but you may know something about my role. So, as long as the individual and the role is separated, when you are giving a feedback after watching this video, you would have got enthusiastic. You want to write something positive, or you may feel disappointed. You may want to write something negative. So, if I perceive the feedback that is shared by you as individualistic, that is on me, the individual, then I'm wrong. You are giving a feedback on my role, not on me as the individual. So I helped him separating the role and the individual because that has a cascading impact on the self worth of an individual. Then I was able to guide him completely. Today, the person has got back his confidence and he is back to his normal ways, got back his job, got back his lost pride, and so on. So, like him, there are many who are silently suffering, not knowing what is the way out. In case you are feeling stuck in your career, you are feeling that you are being tagged, you're not being appreciated, you want a change of job, but your confidence level, your morale is very low, do get in touch with us. I'll be sharing my email ID in the description. You can write to us, fix up an appointment, and let's have a conversation. In case you like this video, I'm sure you will, do share, like, and subscribe to our channel. And I humbly request you to share this video in your friends and family because, in case somebody's confidence levels are low, this we can be of great help to them. So we look forward to hearing from you. All the best.